So yeah, I'll hand over to Karlee and Greg, who will tell us about their cover crop journey.
Thanks everyone for coming. And I was just going to give a bit of a background and history of the orchard and then we'll head off and walk through and have a look. We've been here 4 years now. We bought this place just after COVID, looking for a blank block to buy, like to build and take advantage of all the COVID grants that were around. And we came and it was just so pretty and lovely that we thought, we're just going to buy this instead and we're going to be avocado farmers. When we put the offer on the place, there was a big frost. Almost all the avocados fell off the trees. So we had a really small harvest that first year we were here, and then pretty much nothing the following year. Frost knocks off 2 years of crops. So it knocks off the current fruit, and it knocks off the flowering for the following year as well. 2 years after that, the trees were looking really good, and there was lots of fruit on them, like massive loads of fruit. They were loaded. And then we had 3 or 4 massive frosts in a row. Every single avocado fell off. Every single leaf fell off. All the trees. And in between that we had a really wet year, so it was waterlogging. Really hot, dry summers as well. So the trees have just been smashed. Last season we had, probably half of the trees had fruit on them. So we did have a pretty decent harvest last season. And this season is looking really good and we're almost past the frost part of it. Now the trees, we've done a massive amount of pruning down there. The pruning, and we're still going, and you'll see some of the trees are still haven't recovered, and they're probably going to die. So we lost quite a few trees. But about 3/4 of the orchard is looking really good. Well, really good compared to 2 years ago. There's still got a lot of work to be done. When we moved in, it was mainly kikuyu in the bottom of the orchard, and it was just getting away from us under the trees. It grows up the trees and strangles them. It's too competitive. So part of our cover crop trial was to get that under control. We've chosen to do it mostly organically, so we've used weed matting to solarise the kikuyu. It gets pulled up and mowed and weed matted again, and then it gets sown with seeds. We've had a really big mix of seeds that we've used. We haven't been very terribly scientific. A lot of different stuff. That's all the species that are in there, so you can test your plant ID skills when we go down there. Basically our orchard, it's split into 4 sections now. So when we moved in, it took 4 hours to mow every 2 weeks the orchard because of the kikuyu, and we thought we don't want to be spending our time doing this. So we researched what animals were good for under avocados, and geese. So if anyone doesn't like geese, then there's 40 geese down there. So, no, ours are really placid. We had one psycho that we had to get rid of. All the rest are not. They're going into their breeding season now, and they'll hiss at you if they're on their nest, but they don't attack us. Like 3 geese is equivalent to 1 sheep. So they've been really good at keeping the weeds down and fertilising the trees. So we've split the orchard into 4 sections, and they get rotationally grazed through. Possibly if they were left in there for too long and they got bored and they didn't have enough to eat, they would start. They're working really well. We started with 12 geese, and we got a few more from a couple of other places, and they've just multiplied. So it wasn't hard, and we struggled to keeping them below 40 because we're not allowed more than 50. You need a licence to have more than 50 poultry. They've been really awesome in the orchard and saved us a lot of mowing, and with the weeds that you'll see when we go down there. And the Guildford grass, they love the Guildford grass. We thought we were smart. We built fences and they could be contained pretty easily, but they learn. Like one will teach the others how to jump over, and they're good with foxes during the day, but as soon as it gets dark, they got really bad night vision. So they're a bit prone to getting attacked at night.
If you have got taken.
But anyway, I think we should start walking and have a look at. We'll go to a site that's just been weed matted, so that's like the first stage of our process, and then we'll go to another site that's been sown like successively over the last couple of weeks. And then we'll go to a site where we've let it go to seed. So part of our thing was to let things go to seed and see if it regenerated, and so save us sowing it again. So it's a bit different from a typical cover crop which you grow and slash before it goes to seed. So goose pen in the middle of the orchard. Orchard's divided into 4 sections, and we've been rotating the geese around. This has all been whippersnipped, and the geese are just keeping it down as well. And this is the most recently weed matted area where we're putting in cover crops. Greg is the master cover crop person, so he does most of the weed matting and the sowing. Someone just asked how old the orchard is. It's 20 years old. Previous owners planted it. They planted, there's an amazing amount of varieties. There's like Hass and Reed and Fuertes, Sharwells, Pinkerton. I think these are the oldest trees and they're probably about 20 years old. Still pruning, so we're just never-ending pruning after the frost. You should have seen how much wood came off these trees last year. And there's still like the tops, that's all the frost damage where the trees are all dead at the tops. Getting better. They're a lot better than a few years ago. So we'll keep on going. We're going to go round along the creek and then look at the site that's been sown like over the last couple of weeks. It's all Guildford grass.
So they eat the bulbs that leave the foliage?
They dig it up and eat the bulbs off the end. And they were in here and this is netted off because we've got the cover crop in there. So just look at the Guildford grass on the other side. So yeah, they were excluded from this area, so you can see the impact that they had on the grass. Is one half of one of the quarters of the orchard that we've put in cover crops. The way that we've done it is like lifted it section by section and sown it over the last couple of weeks. So you can see the lines, like this one at the front is the most recently sown. At the very far end is the oldest sown stuff, which I think was Mark's. Mark came over and did a really good mix with us. Yeah, so if you're walking through, you'll see clovers and serradella, peas. If you want to try and make it like a pasture, a bit more of a pasture mix as well. So there's fertilisers in there and ryegrass. So part of it, was the diversity, like having all the different plant families, the legumes and the grasses and brassicas, and is better for the soil. When was all this sown, Greg?
The far corner, that was the first bit in this section.
Yeah,
that was in summer, maybe the end of summer.
Do you turn the soil before you plant?
I've got a scarifier, which
Great.
I can show you how that works. That just sort of ruffles up the top layer, and it also covers the seeds because the birds are all like seeding time. Sometimes I scarify and then spread the seed and then go back over it. Before we upgraded to the big scarifier, we'd sow and then cover it back over with the weed mat. This hasn't been sort of recovered. It's just been the soil that's kept the birds away. That saves a bit of time. And
When do you put the weed mat down?
Just all year round. I mean, it sort of has to stay on for depending on the season. But like in summer, you could leave it on there for sort of 4 weeks and then lift it up, mow it, put it back on for another 4 weeks, and that's pretty much the kike dead. The thing we've found in winter is because the kike dormant in winter.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to come back from seed as much. If you can get rid of all the rhizomes in winter, just so everything out competes it by spring, seems to be working at the moment.
Have you had any kike that's survived the treatment? Is there the occasional little one that has to go right?
I'll show you a bit that I don't know what happened, but this was done in summer, so I think there was a bit of seed load in the soil.
Mark, is this millet or sorghum or?
Sorghum, yeah.
Sorghum.
I don't know actually.
I'll just pull it out.
Oh, kike. Yeah.
A rogue runner.
So this is the section. It's the bit that we've let it go to seed and see what it did. So it's all come. This is all second generation stuff that's come back. So it's regenerated, which is kind of what we wanted. We have
what hasn't come back? Do you think?
the kike.
Yeah.
That besides that one that Greg pulled out. So there's little bits of it that have
do
popped
find
back.
one every now and then.
The radishes and brassicas came back heaps. You'll see just up here, we'll see all the radishes coming out of the ground. Flaxseed came back really well.
Yeah.
The millets came back really well.
There's a millet.
The clovers came back.
Right.
I don't remember anything that we had in there that hasn't come back. Yeah, we've had the geese in here a couple of weeks ago, and they ate all the brassicas off.
Yeah.
This
might be
one
your
was
mix.
done 2 years ago, so yeah, that's been amazing. Like, because this was really hard clay, compact soil, so and it's just they just have opened it all up. Yeah, so we've got this section here is next to be sown. So yeah, unfortunately, because we wanted to do it organically, and it took longer than expected. Doing it in sections. That's how it's worked best. So, Greg's got his scarifier up there.
When we first did our seeding, we started out just sort of raking it in, which wasn't much fun. Then we got a little electric scarifier. So yeah, scarifier just sort of chopped the ground up. Yeah, so this was an upgrade from the rake. That's for sure. But yeah, as you can see, it just doesn't get very deep in there. Yeah, so there's a runner, a kike runner, and yeah, so that's not going to come back. It's got no green left in it. Sort of, yeah. Yeah, so that's a big step up from that one. And that one was a big step up from the rake. So it's been just a process of seeing what works and what doesn't. It was sort of a waste just having it all covered in kite. So yeah, at least this is this is sort of adding to the diversity in the soil.
But yeah, just wanted to thank Greg and Karlee for showing us what they've been doing. Thank you.
Thank you.